Leo, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. My dear fellow Leo, welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear fellow Leo, I'm going to be doing your twin flame reading for the month of November. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at the main energy between you and your twin flame, past, present, and future. What is the main outcome? Get some final advice and some messages of love. Now, dear fellow Leo, I would like to extend my gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Dear fellow Leo, the twin flame journey is not the easiest. This is a very intense, unexplainable, undeniable connection that you have. If you have been on a twin flame journey and it has accelerated and facilitated your spiritual growth and your journey, and you know that this person is someone that you are meant to be, or there is a lot of signs and synchronicities, then this reading is for you. Also, as a major and final announcement, I would like to kindly share that for the month of November, I am going to be choosing 6 people from my membership site to give them a free reading. Ask a question, get an answer when I go live to do the all signs reading for the month of November, specifically Mercury retrograde. So that's just something that I wanted to share with you, just in case if you wanted to participate. And there is a lot of perks of just being a member. Okay, so all right, the energy between you and your twin flame, Leo, is a 5 of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. Okay, so Magician has been coming up in your readings quite recently. So the 5 of Pentacles here, dear fellow Leo, being the energy between you and your twin flame, is telling me that you both are missing each other a lot. Okay, remember it's a twin flame. It means that this person and you, one soul split living in 2 bodies. I feel like that there is this nostalgia that you and your twin flame are experiencing. Apparently you and your twin flame are in separation right now. There is a lot of sadness. Some of you keep thinking about this person. You keep telling yourself you're over them. You don't want to do anything about them or with them, but there is this missing part of you. You're missing deep down your twin flame a lot. I think that right now, especially when the Mercury is going into retrograde, you are, in the month of November, you are experiencing a lot of flashbacks and memories from the past, okay? So definitely someone here who is your twin flame, they're also on the same page because they reflect and they mirror your energy back to you. We're going to clarify to see what is it that you need to know. In the recent past, dear fellow Leo, you have the 3 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Strength, okay? So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that for many of you, I mean, you're a Leo. So you showed up as being very determined, very courageous. You knew what you wanted. You had a vision. You wanted to get out of the comfort zone. You wanted to take this relationship to the next level with the 3 of Wands, okay? You show up as the Strength in the past and the Knight of Swords. So you did have the vision because you're a Leo. You know what you want, okay? What you truly wanted with this person. But I do feel like you were someone here maybe started distancing yourself, and you were your twin flame, and you were constantly waiting for your twin to either return or to get back to you. And you know, in the twin flame journey, dear fellow Leo, it always happens when there is this runner and chaser dynamic. So we're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the present moment, you have the King of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. So in the present moment, no wonder why the challenge or the energy between you and your twin is the 5 of Pentacles, right? So Leo, in the present moment, I do feel like here that both of you are feeling each other's pain. Both of you are trying to really gain clarity and understanding where this situation is going to go to. You may feel a little bit trapped. You may have these blockages in front of you that you're trying to understand. Okay, I know that this is my twin flame. I have seen the signs and synchronicities. What's next? What do I need to do? And for a lot of you, I feel like that you're arriving to a point in the month of November where you would actually want to have a conversation with your twin flame face to face, and that's something that might be coming up. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the near future, you have the 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. In the near future, I feel like that the end of this confusion is going to come to an end. And finally, you and your twin flame are going to arrive at a point point where there is going to be a brand new opportunity with the Page of Wands, okay? But there is a lot of confusion, there is a lot of questions, there is a lot of choices and decisions that needs to be made, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is your manifestation here. Let's see what's behind the Magician. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. You're manifesting and setting an intention for victory, you know, through this relationship. You want to have an equal give and take exchange energy with your twin flame. And for many of you, I feel like you really want to celebrate this person. There is something really positive and really good that's about to happen in your life, Leo. And you're someone that you are very generous. So you want to share that with your twin flame. Look at that. You have the Three of Pentacles, which is about collaboration, cooperation, and there is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I do see here you and your twin flame honestly arriving to a point where there is going to be a reunion. But before that, I feel like there is a lot of healing that's happening, because this journey definitely has kind of like shook you, okay, to your core and really helped you to elevate and heal at a very deep level. So let's get into your reading and clarify the energy between you and your twin flame. Okay, so let's clarify the Five of Pentacles, dear fellow Leo. So the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Sun, the Knight of the King of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Here is the thing, Leo, you are happy overall, right? You are the sun, you are very positive. Wherever you go, you make people smile and happy. You will show up literally right now in this energy. King of Wands, the sun, you're looking towards happiness. You are actually looking forward to having an equal give and take exchange energy, having a completely fresh start with your twin flame, right? We did see the bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles showing up. So for many of you, even though you're in separation and there is this nostalgia, I do strongly feel like here that there is no hate. There is no Seven of Swords right now, as of what I'm saying. Maybe it was in the past. There is no reservations, repercussions. I feel like you are feeling the pain. You are feeling almost as if what your twin flame is feeling. Sometimes during the day, you may feel some sort of an unexplained sadness, or this person keeps popping up. Your twin flame keeps popping up in your mind, right? When you wake up in the morning, or you're doing something in the middle of the day, or when you go to bed, there is this instant telepathic, unexplained connection between you and your twin flame. And I feel like that for many of you, you want to arrive to a point, that's what you are manifesting here. You're in this energy of the Six of Pentacles, wanting to have an equal give and take exchange energy. Now, because you are in a twin flame journey, on a twin flame journey, you both are mirroring this energy back to each other. So just as much as you are wanting that, I also see them wanting that as well. But obviously there is some things that's blocking the way. There is something here that your twin flame also needs to see and be aware of. Okay, so let's talk about the recent past, Leo, which is the Three of Wands. Let's clarify the Three of Wands for you in the recent past. So the Three of Wands is clarified by the King of Swords, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. Some of you are dealing with an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm getting here Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. For many of you, there was definitely a lot of investment. See, you were doing a lot of thinking with your twin flame. You were doing a lot of reevaluation, a lot of reevaluating the situation. I think there must have been some sort of a conversation that happened between you and this person that you were trying to make sense of. For some of you, this is a conversation, or this is a situation where someone cut you off. When I say someone, it's your twin flame. So I feel like, dear fellow Leo, your twin flame cut you off with this King of Swords energy, right? Kind of being this is someone that's very analytical, like they just move with logic a lot, okay? Very logical person. I do see here you in the recent past with the Knight of Swords and the Strength, which is you being very determined in terms of wanting to work this relationship out, wanting to make something happen here. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords for you in the recent past, Leo. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Chariot, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Some of you are also dealing with a water sign. I'm getting here Cancer, Scorpio, could have been a Pisces. I feel like in the recent past, despite the fact that there were a lot of obstacles and challenges between you and your twin flame with the Seven of Wands, you still wanted to push it through. You still wanted this person to either heal from something, to recover from something. Maybe this person was involved in toxic friendships, toxic group of people. Maybe they were involved in some sort of a the situation where you wanted to almost save them. You know, you are the lion, you are the king of the jungle, and you always step in and you want to help people, especially the person you were in love with. Okay, so I do see here you're still seeking a brand new beginning with this person. You're still wanting and aiming and setting a goal with the Page of Wands to have a brand new beginning. Now let's talk about you even more, very specifically with the Strength and the Judgment at the bottom of the deck, Scorpio energy. So I feel like a lot of you, had a lot of realizations about this person. Some of you realized that this person had some avoidant issues and it was very challenging for them to really commit. The Strength is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Judgment, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, literally the avoidant card right here. Okay, so many of you with the Judgment coming back around had this epiphany, this realization, this understanding, and this revelation that, you know what, this person seems to be very much closed off, and they rejected an offer from you. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like you had no other choice but to disconnect from this person and walk away. And it's been a real struggle. This is about your emotions, your romance, and the way that you love this person. Walking away and heading into the future, I think you have been doing that, but emotionally speaking, it's been very draining for you. It's been very challenging, okay? So let's talk about the King of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords in the present moment, Leo. So King of Swords is telling me that there is something here that you would really want to address or have it addressed. So the King of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. The Eight of Cups here is twice. For many of you, you're still asking this question about your twin flame. They are also questioning. You both are questioning whether you and this person are really going to have a brand new beginning together, marry one another, maybe have children, maybe adopt children together. I do see here you still trying to understand and to really have this revelation and the final confirmation for you if this twin flame is really going to stay in your life forever, where your twin flame is always going to be there forever, right? I mean, it's not something that like you discard that. But remember that we also have our free will and we can move on specific directions. When I say that your twin flame facilitated a spiritual awakening within you or some sort of a deep understanding and healing, I really mean that. And I think that if you're someone, which I assume you are, I think as a Leo especially, you are a very aware sign and a person. There is an evolved version of a Leo and there is an unevolved version of a Leo. So there is everything of each, right? So I feel like that you are someone that you have really taken some step backs and you have really started understanding what is it that my twin flame mirrored back to me? What is it about family, marriage, commitment, dynamic that my twin flame mirrored back to me? Many of you are realizing that you grew up in households, your mother, your father, your parents, your siblings, something maybe for some of you was dysfunctional. And that might have subconsciously affected you and your ability to get into a successful relationship. This is something that can happen to anyone. It is something that people, if they wake up, they really realize they need to heal within themselves and change their beliefs, right? Because if someone grew up in a family where there was multiple divorces, I mean, it makes sense to ask this question, right? Then how does this person define marriage? What kind of a healthy example of a marriage did they see? But you can heal that. You can absolutely change that. You can reprogram your subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be your past. So that's why I'm saying do meditation, do breath work, rewire your subconscious mind with affirmations and subliminals, and just create a new reality where you believe you're going to be in a committed relationship with your person. That takes some time, but it gets easy, trust me. So with the Eight of Swords, Leo, in the present moment, I feel like you and your twin flame are truly trying to understand the depth of this relationship. So it's clarified by the Temperance, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Swords. There is a lot of patience that's being cultivated right now. And I know that as Leos and as fire signs, patience is not our strongest asset. But I feel like that for many of you, first of all, there is a lot of healing that is taking place with the Four of Swords, Leo. and you're really trying to cultivate this happiness within you. I think one of the things that your twin flame has really showed you is, Leo, that you can be happy on your own. And when they're happy on their own, you know, parallel, you both come together. What ends up happening, Leo, is with this temperance energy, you both bring, right, blended, and as you can see, mixing from one cup to another. It's like you both are able to mix things together and work it out, you know, and they bring their part, you bring their part, and it's complete and it's whole. And there is no demands from each other. You got to make me happy. You got to make me feel safe, because you both practice feeling safe already. Now, 10 of Swords in the present moment, obviously there is a strong sense of kind of like I was betrayed, you know, they hurt me. You're feeling that way, they're feeling that way. So how are we going to resolve this issue, right? So let's talk about the 10 of Swords for you, dear fellow Leo. The 10 of Swords is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice, and the Ace of Wands. Now, here is the thing. I think this is coming to a point where, with this turning point with your twin flame, both of you are going to recognize and identify the things that, you know, you two missed out on in the past. And you can see the Justice is carrying the scales. So your twin flame and you are going to make things right and just and fair. And this new beginning here with the Ace of Wands, you know, it's one of my favorite cards from the Minor Arcana. You know, I play on the DMT. So, you know, it's a nice Ace of Wands. It's a brand new beginning. So this new beginning is going to happen, and there's going to be a turning point with the Wheel of Fortune. But I'm strongly getting here, because I'm not here just to shuffle cards and say this is what's going to happen. We need to see how it's going to happen, right? Besides when and which way and all that. Justice, karmic cleansing, okay? Karmic debt cleansing, because you and your twin flame, I feel like you both have arrived to a point where you are realizing internally there is a lesson here that needed to be learned. Karmic lesson they had within themselves, you had within yourself, that maybe came from past lives, from past situations or past relationships. And that is something that is needed to be clean, that needed to be paid and like cleared out. And then that way, when you both forgive, when you both do not blame each other, point the fingers at each other, Leo, I do see here there is a brand new opportunity here happening between you and your person. And the Wheel of Fortune is here, which is about a fresh start. It's a turning point for you two. And it's about destiny, meaning your person, this person is part of your destiny. So a lot of healing happening. I think both of you are going to choose to disconnect from the past. Being on a body of water with the Six of Swords, moving on, it means moving on from in the choppy waters. You see the waters is very choppy on this side. It means that you and your twin flame, dear fellow Leo, are going to move forward, leaving the past behind, okay? Doing a lot of inner healing, disconnecting from the Five of Wands, which I just saw at the bottom of the deck. So let's clarify the Six of Swords for you, Leo. So the Six of Swords is clarified by, oh, there's four of them. Okay, I'll take that. I didn't see there were four cards coming out, but the Six of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. What is it that you and your twin flame have been holding on to from the past that really got to let go of? I'm trying to put the four cards together, right? There is something here that I see here being kept, you know, from the past, holding on to with the Four of Pentacles. When you both realize that you need to release that and embark onto a journey where you both are going to work on things and being more compassionate together, I think in this specific situation, both of you are going to show each other a lot of compassion, are going to need to show each other a lot of compassion. Because when you truly love your twin flame, when you love your person, when you love yourself, most of all, that is going to be projected and projected onto them and mirrored back to you. So there is going to be this exchange of energies. I take care of myself, I love myself, therefore I love you and I take care of you. And then we can put in the hard work and we can work onto this relationship and into this connection, right? And overcoming this wounded soldier energy, the past hurt, but the past situations. Now, in the near future, there is some modifications that needs to be done, if that's the best way that I can put in there. modifications, changes and situations that need to be kind of looked into with the Seven of Cups, right? Whether that comes into where do we start right now, how do we start, whether that's about, doing, I don't know, starting a project together, doing some sort of a job together. Something here needs to be set right, and it's clarified by the Fool, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So I think that for many of you, there is going to be a brand new beginning here, fresh start, but I feel like that it needs more practicality with the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles is about being practical. And it's about looking into the future. If you were to look from my direction, which I'm going to clarify, okay? So Knight of Pentacles is what I just clarified with the Seven of Cups, right? But I just want you to see the juxtaposition and the direction of where the Knight of Pentacles is going to. It's going into the future. So it's being more practical, and it's being more, it's having a game plan, basically. Because the Page of Cups and the Fool is like, yeah, we're all getting into this honeymoon. There is so much love. There is so many emotions. Oh my goodness, it feels good to be back together with my twin flame. Everything's good. But also at the same time, how do we turn this dream into reality? Because the Page of Cups is a dreamer. It's someone who fantasizes, but it does come down to really bringing things into reality. When you look at the Knight of Pentacles, you see that he has this green bush over his head, and there is a fertile ground in the background. That means there is a big potential for you and your twin flame to embark onto a new journey and grow something out of it, right? So let's clarify the Page of Wands for you, dear fellow Leo, and see what is it that you need to know. So the Page of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Strength, and the Hierophant. Yeah, so, you're going to be wavering back and forth, both of you. Should I commit to this person? Should I not? You're literally showing up as the Strength. So many of you might still question whether is it really worth the risk? Is it really worth the step to move forward with my twin flame and really commit to them, which I do see here doing actually in the near future, and committing and marrying. Some of you are going to marry your twin flame. And I feel like that if this is someone that has been with another person, I do feel like here, like a karmic person, they are going to get away from that. Like the universe is going to remove that, because you both have been doing the work within yourself, and thus you both are going to be reunited together. Now, this uncertainty that you may experience from in the near future with the Two of Swords, Leo, this may kind of stem from the past experiences, the situations that happened in the past, maybe repetitive cycles, but I think this is going to require you full trust. It's going to require you full trust, okay? So, and you have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the day. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So this is someone that seems to be very practical, and they may change their ways and also kind of modify in order for them to work things out with you. Let's see what is the advice for you and your twin flame before I pull the love messages. What is the advice? Okay, so you have the Star, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so in the near future for the month of November, the advice between you and your twin flame. This card is breaking down already. I need a new deck. I need a new deck of this one. Yeah. So in the near future, the advice here for you, dear fellow Leo, is to really trust that, first of all, when you step into your power, when you heal, when you show up as the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, this is not a gender specific, it's all about energies. You also tell the universe, I'm ready. I'm ready for this new beginning with my twin flame. But this new beginning is going to happen very practically. You have the Knight of Pentacles showing up twice already. So again, this is a confirmation for you that things are going to move forward, but it's going to move forward with a lot of steadiness, a lot of steady energy, and not fast, not rushing into things, not, promising things when happy, not saying things when angry. There is this certainty and this level of balance that I see showing up for you in the near future. So it's just to remain the energy and fully surrender. Now, what is the messages of love for you and this person, Leo? What do you need to know for your twin flame? So your boundaries. Remember, boundaries Firm boundaries are needed now. And this is very much related to what I was just saying. It means not rushing into things, setting the boundaries, making sure that you are prioritizing your goals, your visions. Don't leave your projects and your career and everything that you're doing just because your twin flame came back. You need to make sure that there is very healthy boundaries being enforced into this relationship, into this connection. Okay, so that's going to be something that's going to be very important. Now, let's see what is the love message here from your twin flame to you and from you to them, and we're going to close off. Okay, so it says new beginning here. Obviously, you and your twin flame are craving for this new beginning, and it says a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And you have forgiveness from you to your twin flame. And it says stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Exactly. Everything comes from imagination, comes from our mind. That's where we create. That's where we have our thoughts. That's another world that exists, right? Another dimension. And that's why I'm encouraging to do the breath work, to do the meditation, to remain onto the new story, dear fellow Leo, to remain onto the new script, new set of emotions, new set of feelings, new set of thoughts, in order for you to really embody that energy of being reunited with your twin flame. Okay, so this separation here is not gonna last too long. Now, this is what I had for you, dear fellow Leo. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. Please take care. Keep that beautiful smile back up, and we got this. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.